Before we go over our example on the zombie guinea pig worksheet where we're solving for y, I want to talk to you about how this worksheet is set up. Please notice that your question numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are all beside these hexagons with the question numbers in them. You will not need to be doing all of these. You are going to follow the path where it says start here. And you're going to follow the path of the guinea pig based on how we solve these equations, and we are going to end up down here at the finished section. So you will have some of these answers that are marked not on the path, and that is absolutely okay. You will need to either print this worksheet out or be able to write on it electronically or use a scratch sheet of paper, because again, you will have some questions where you will have to upload a picture of your work. So I want you to know that going into it so that you do not have to rework any questions. If you have enough space to work inside the little hexagon, you are welcome to do that. But for the purposes of this activity, I'm going to take it out to the side so I can write a little bit bigger. So we're going to start actually with question number 8 where it says start here. So I recopied 3y minus 6x equals 9. I'm going to put my line down my equal sign. And the steps that you are going to use for this whole worksheet is the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to move your x's. Okay, you're going to move your x's to the other side so that you get your y's alone. So how do I move minus 6x? I do that with the opposite. The opposite of minus is a plus 6x. If I do that on one side of my equation line, I need to do that on the other side of my equation line. And I'm trying to squeeze it in here so that I can write them side by side. This 9 is a positive 9 and there's no plus sign in front. I know it's positive because there's not a minus sign. And I'm going to bring down my 3y and my equal sign is here in the middle. The next step that you're going to need to do is going to either be to multiply or divide to get y alone. So in this case, the 3 is next to the y, that means multiply. So to undo multiply, the opposite is divide. So we're going to divide both sides by 3, like this, and by 3. Now when you have a binomial on the top, two pieces on the top, you have to divide each of those pieces. The answer choices are not given to you as this big fraction like this, so you do need to take it one more step. So we're going to do that first piece, and I'm going to write this down so that you can see what I'm doing. 6x on top and a 3 on the bottom. That's going to simplify if you need to type this in. 6 divided by 3 is going to be 2, and then you bring your x down. When you do the other side of your heart, we have 9 divided by 3, and that was a positive 9. So 9 divided by 3 is going to give us 3. Over here on the left side, our 3 divided by 3 was a 1, so you can see that in green that it was crossed out. And what we have is we have our y left over, y equals 2x plus 3. So now we actually have multiple choice. We're going to look for that answer, y equals 2x plus 3, coming off of this box. This is the box that I just worked, and so it's like multiple choice. The answer can either be this one, or this one. So we have 2x plus 3, and I see a negative 2x right here, so that's not right. Be careful, watch those signs. It's not a half. It's going to be n. So what we're going to do is we are going to go find in our answer document where number 8 is. This is where we started. So this is the first answer we're going to put in. The answer was n. So you're going to select n. That's going to take you to number 5 because that's the trail here. It goes from 8 over here to this next one right here. So then you're going to come out to the side, and the second question that you're going to be doing for this activity, the next one in the path is number 5. And so you're going to start off by saying negative 4x minus 2y equals 8. And you're going to do the same steps that we did. If you need those steps, they're up here. You can write those down or you can just keep looking at it. You're going to solve this one on your own. And again, this is multiple choice. Your answer is either going to be D, E, K, or P. N is attached, but N is not the answer to this one. N was the answer that we just got. So we have like 4 choices. So when you look at number 5, N is where we came from, so that's not it. And then you have these other 4 choices. I wanted to point out to you that you also have this not on the path, because 10 of your questions will have answers, but 7 of your questions will not be on the path that this zombie guinea pig takes to get to his little cage for now. So you will not be answering all of these questions. You're only answering the ones on the path. You will need to upload a picture of your work. The first one that I'm asking you to do is upload number 8. That's the one that we did together. If you need help, I have a Google Doc right here that you can look at how to take a picture. And here's what it's going to say. This is one document. Since we're doing this work on a sheet of paper, I think these might be a little bit more like what you want to do. You can either take a picture with your phone, you can email yourself and save the image somewhere on your computer, you can upload it to Google Drive, and I don't think that you can insert it directly into what we're working on here. I think it has to be saved, because what we have to do is we have to upload the file. You can also use the camera. You can also use the camera on your computer to take a picture of your work, and it might save it to photos, or it might save it on your desktop. You have to pay attention to where it's saved, and then you're going to attach it. If you are doing something like I am and you're writing on it, you're using some kind of electronic, you can take a screenshot of what you're doing, and then you can attach that. And again, you would need to have that saved somewhere. So the directions are there for you to look at if you would like. You will hit the upload button, find the file that you saved, and submit that way. You will have 10 questions that you will need to answer for this guinea pig to make it home. Please make sure that you do put not on the path for the questions that did not have a letter answer. And again, to see where those letters are, they're right here. Oh, they're right here on each of your answers. So you will have multiple choice.